Hello everybody, this is Shari. Welcome to my very first video. I'm so excited. I am giving you a video of an everyday look that I do. Well, I won't say every day because I don't wear makeup every day. That's just not my thing. But I show you how I do my hair, my natural looking makeup. I don't like for people, obviously, like, yeah, I'm wearing makeup, but I don't want anyone to say like, oh my gosh, that doesn't look like you when you take your makeup off. So this is just a very natural look. I'm not a professional. This is just what I do. Maybe it can help someone else do their makeup, and I don't know, maybe encourage someone else to get out there and make their own video. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Please bear with the editing. This is my first time, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start just by straightening my hair. I'm gonna try not to talk so much in this video. It should be pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions about anything, you know, feel free to leave me a comment. But right now, I'm just starting with straightening out my hair. Really quickly before I forget, the hair that I am wearing is from Kindish Boutique. I've had it for a few years. I love it. I think it's great. It colors well. I did color that hair. I got the idea from YouTube. I can't remember the fellow YouTuber's name right now, so I'll just link it in the description box, and I will also give you a link to the hair company as well. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to straighten my edges. I don't like to put a lot of heat on my edges, so I do turn down the flat iron a little bit. I do not use nearly as much heat on my natural hair that I do on my extensions. You know, my extensions are bought and paid for, they're not mine. So I fry and dye them all day long. I will not put any like chemicals or color on my natural hair. I've tried it once, hair fell out, been there, done that, and not going back again. So if I want hair color, I'm going to get my little money together, go to Kindish Boutique and get me some hair and, you know, color it myself. You know, right now I'm balling on a budget. Can't really afford to have anyone dye my hair or even install my hair for the matter. You know, I do all that myself. If you want a video on how to color extensions or how to install extensions, please, you know, leave a comment and I'll make you one. Yeah, I'm just getting started, so I'll be more than happy to make a video. Just let me know. Okay, so now that I got my edges straight, I do use two different things for my edges. I use the Care Edge Tamer and the Luster's Renature Slick Stick, or Renurturant, excuse me, Slick Stick. You don't have to use them both. They essentially do the same thing, but for me and my hair type, it does a little bit different things for me. The Care gives me the slickness that I like of my edges. Gets everything nice and straight, and the Slick Stick, the Luster's Slick Stick, actually gives me the firmness that I like. It gives me the actual hold. So I use them both. You don't have to. I like to. It's personal preference. Once I'm done with that, I'll take my Tresemme hairspray and I will just spray the ends or the tips of my hair just so it will blend in with my extensions. And then the key to all of this is wrapping your hair up. I can't tell you how many times I've done my edges, got it all perfect, and didn't tie my hair up, and they just drew back and curled up like nobody's business. So now, moving on to the face. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not really gonna talk through this part, except just to put in my little 2 cents here and there. Now, you don't have to use eye cream. This morning, my eyes were super puffy, so it's an extra step I don't normally use, but my eyes were puffy. I wanted to see if it made a difference. Oh, and I do know that's finishing spray. I do put finishing spray on first just because it helps me stay extra matte. And I do that before I color correct. Ooh, that beauty blender is dirty. I need to clean it or just get a new one. Now, when I put on concealer, I like to layer it. I always start my base coat of concealer with the orange color correctant. For me, it just gives me, or it brings out the red undertone in my skin. I have like red and yellow undertones, so I start with the orange and I see that it helps balance out the red yellowness that I got going on with my face. As you can see, I am putting that concealer all over my face. I don't necessarily, or I haven't found a foundation that I've actually like matched correctly. I can always match the concealers, probably because I buy like 2 or 3 concealers when I go to the store, but I can never find or match perfectly a foundation for me. I don't know why. I'm still working on it. Like I said, I am not a professional, but I can always get the concealers to match perfectly, so that's what I use. I use like a darker color that still matches it's like my skin tone that's a little bit darker. I use that under in the crease of my cheeks, as you can see right there, and I blend it all out. Another layer of concealer. Alright, so when you're putting your layers of concealer on, what I'm learning is it is super important to blend them all out. I like to take my time and layer each color at a time because I start from the darkest color and I gradually go lighter. I don't know, like for me, I just feel like I can get a more natural look if I do that one color at a time and mixing from my skin tone all the way up to like the lighter shades to highlight portions of my face. And then when I contour, I only use like 3 or 4 little dots in the crease of my cheek. Just cleaning up. Like, I know some people right here, they use a darker concealer to contour their nose. What I do is I just go back in with the same color concealer as my skin tone just to balance out or clean up the light color of concealer that I put on my nose. And I guess this is called baking. I just put the powder on there because those are the areas of my face that get the most oily. I don't have oily skin. I have like a combination type skin situation going on. So I just find that I can stay matte longer when I put the finishing powder on there. All right, moving on to my eyebrows. That is my favorite eyebrow pencil from NYX. I think it's called like the Auto Eyebrow Pencil. I love that thing. I couldn't find it in stores for like a good 2 months and I was freaking out. And it was sold out online. Man, I went to like 4 different stores and I finally found it at Target. That was like the Target that was in the next city over. Man, I love that thing. Now I'm just cleaning up the mess I made. Generally when I put the eyebrow pencil on, I kind of just throw it on in the general like shape that I want it, and I use the concealer to clean it up to give me the precision of that crisp, clean eyebrow look. Now with that blending powder, I try to wipe the top layer off and then the rest I just kind of like blend in. I do tend to put on a lot of blush because I don't know what it is, but as the day goes on, the blush like disappears from my face. So I put a lot of blush on, then I put highlight on. Sometimes I'll put more blush on, but yeah, it like disappears. If you have any tips, let your girl know. More finishing spray. I actually need to get some more of that. All right, yeah, sorry guys. I could not figure out how to show putting my eyelashes on camera, so I did them off camera. If you want a video on how to put your eyelashes on, let me know, leave me a comment. I actually don't use tweezers, I use my fingers to put them in. Yeah, so if you wanna know how to do that, let me know. All right, moving on to the final thing. I love my lips. I think God blessed me with the most beautiful pair of lips. So I'm starting off with lip liner. I normally always use like 2 or 3 colors on my lips. I don't know why, that's what I do. If I wear lipstick, I'm wearing like 3 colors. So I start with brown lip liner. Then followed by like 2 matte lipsticks. I'll list the description of the colors in the description box because I don't know them offhand. Just throwing in some bobby pins to finish up the hair. All done. Thank you guys so much for watching. All feedback is welcome. Please let me know if there's anything I can change, update. You know, I'm new at this. Thank you so much for your time and energy. God bless.